Morning, kids. It is Friday. All right, we're all doing a pretty good job here. Now, what you see in front of you is what we've done so far. Now, I see day one, day two, day three, day four. We have what your value was. But what I want you to do also is not all of you have updated yet your margin buys. So go back into your spreadsheet, do your margin buy, and then report it through the Google form, the form that it's called, I think, margin buy reporting. All right. Now, one thing to keep in mind with these margin buys too is that, let me shrink this down, make this 70%. All right. Is that on your margin buy, you cannot do certain things. All right. So this shows what your margin buy is. If you're in this cell right here, that's what you spent. So this is my sheet, and I spent 19,846 yesterday. So that number is also, you'll notice the cell has a white background. And I bought 2 shares of American Book in 20 and 25. My total spend, I spent 19. You'll notice this number and this number, and most importantly, this number are all the same. All right, they're all tied together, and they're all less than what I had to spend. My available for the margin buy is here, and that number, this number, we'll call this number A, has to be greater than or equal to number, we'll call this number B. All right, number B. So A, this number has to be greater than or equal to that number. All right. If you botch it somehow and you buy too much, let's make that 200, you'll see number B up there, you'll see that guy go red slowly. All right, see, so that's a red flag. All right, things are bad. All right, so turn him back into a 2, and I'm good to go. All right, so pause here for a second. All right, for what I can see so far is that things are going well. And then it looks like Joey's put his number in. That puts him at, what is his total? 53,638. Let's see who's looking close. Who is this? Thomas is at 53,606. They're very close to each other. Who else looks like they're in their 50s, in the 50s? Who is this? My goodness. Oh, Daisy. I already talked to Daisy. She spent more on margin, so she's going to lower. That number is going to come down. All right, so we're going to fix that. Who is this? Mariana is at 46.3. And I think Sherlene, I got to check your number, Sherlene, but it looks like Sherlyn is in the lead right now. But you can see all these blank spaces here. People have to update. So today's tasks are, if you haven't done it already, buy on margin and then submit the form, the margin buy form. And then 2, we're going to take a look at on day 4. You're going to update for day 4. All right, so looking at the Google Sheet prices, you have day 4 is here. All right, day 4 is here, day 4 is here, day 4 is here. All right, I'm giving you guys some slack. You have to enter it in the proper box. So if I have Kellogg's, for example, you can see I had 40, and then you added 44, and then you added 68, and then you added 136. So today you're going to add it in the box that's not colored, the box next to the share price. So day 4, I now have 50 shares of Kellogg's. All right, so I'm going to enter a number in this box right here. All right, let's do that. What was Kellogg's? Kellogg's is, KEL, is 170.50. So I'm going to go over here to this cell, type in 170.50, and it should all calculate out. All right. So for every stock you have or newly bought yesterday, you have to update them. So for me, I would have to update this cell with the stock price, which I just did. All right, then I'm going to update. I got shares here, so I'm going to update this cell, this cell, this cell. I got to update this guy because I bought in the past, and that one. So I'm going to update all of those with the stock prices. So this whole column here, you're going to update with stock prices based on the Thursday PM close. As we talked about a couple of days ago, the market is constantly going up and down, constantly changing. We've only been looking at one change a day. Today, this is if we were together, it'd be different But today we have a morning price, and that's what you did yesterday. The morning price was the Thursday AM, and this is called the afternoon price or the close. The market opens. So here the market opened. Let's see, I did something wrong over here. The market opened yesterday for Kellogg's at 136 and it closed at 170. That's a good day, by the way. A lot of up. All right. So it's when you want tomorrow or today, you're going to enter these day 4 p.m. quantities for anything you've bought, whether you bought it originally or you bought it newly yesterday, like I bought this one new yesterday. Okay. You have a short worksheet to look at too. This is going to be in your inbox. You're going to update this guy, day 4 market report, read it and some brief questions. So unemployment rate saw a slight increase. So unemployment's actually creeping up. However, reading carefully, you'll see that most analysts think that we are beneath what's called full employment. All right, 5% is typically what American economists refer to as full. If our unemployment is less than 5%, they consider us fully employed. There's always going to be a few people out there that are unemployed. Okay, so anything beneath 5, in layman's terms, anything beneath 5 is good. We're still well beneath 5. All right, so you're going to answer this question. All right, based on this chart, is unemployment still low? Do you think it's still low? All right, read. Second, average weekly earnings remain bullish. So analysts remain bullish about consumers' earning power, their ability to buy, because you'll see it goes up and up and up. And this is, if you look closely, 1928, the weekly earnings are still going up, 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 up. So people have more money in their pockets. And then finally, you'll see here as well, manufacturing is just skyrocketing. The factories, the production plants, the production facilities, they're still flying high. It's a little bit of a wrinkle here, but we're still in 1927 it went down. But here in 1928, right there, it went back up again to its all-time high, which is great. All right, so question, does this report make you feel bullish or bearish? Think about what we learned about yesterday. And finally, just to be sure, there's one more question at the end. Here's more car purchases continue to go up. People have money to buy cars. All right, this is the final question. Unemployment is up, but analysts still think we are at full employment. You are also analysts, by the way, guys. You are analysts. So now you got to answer are you still optimistic about the future if it's 1928? Are you still optimistic? And explain why. You have to pretend you don't know what happened in 1929. Okay? We don't have anybody with crystal balls. That's today's job then. So today's job is you're going to update your margin buys if you need to. You're going to update the day 4 p.m. and then you're going to answer this brief little worksheet here. It's Friday. I'll talk to y'all at 12:30. Can't wait to see you. Bye.